Hey guys, I'm Pätty, and if this sounds familiar, you looked the right video. In this video I will give you 3 tips to stop these squeaking sounds. There are many possibilities why you get these squeak sounds, but these 3 tips I think will help you the most. Some people struggle from C to D. Some people have other problems, and in this video I will show you how to fix it. Sometimes it has nothing to do with your skill. Sometimes the keys are not closing properly and this is not your fault. But to check it, you have not to go to a very expensive technician. The first step may be buy you a light, a leak light, put it in the horn and look if there are any light comes out of your saxophone. These lights costs maybe $10, 10 euros, 10 pound, whatever. The only thing you have to do is dim the light, turn your leak light and put it into your sax. Then take a look all around the keys. If there is a gap between the pad and the tone hole, you will see light shining through the gap. If this is the case and you are not a technician, go to the repairman. The second common problem is biting. By this I mean you bite too much onto the reed, you give too much pressure on it. So keep in mind, don't play like a clarinet player. I show you this. It works for the beginning, but it's not the way you play a saxophone. You have to have a loose embouchure and please don't bite, because that is one reason of squeaking tones. Unfortunately, that's the most common problem for beginners. If you don't know the right amount of pressure you have to give to the reed, blow into the mouthpiece and you have to give light pressure a bit more until a tone comes out of the neck. And not, because if you bite too hard, there comes nothing out of the neck. Tip 2.5, take the right amount of mouthpiece in your mouth, because that possibly can make a squeaking sound. Tip 2.5.1, the Reedstrength. Maybe your reed is too strong, try a little softer reed. So, enough bonus tips, we go over to tip 3. I saw a great German saxophone player talk about this and I will give this to you because I think it's really nice. And this is the movement of your fingers. If you will change a note, you have to change your fingers. But you have to change your fingers in the same way, in the same speed. From C to D, we have to put 5 fingers at the same time onto the keys. And it should not sound like this. So, what Thorsten Stringer said, it's your ring finger on the left hand, because sometimes he is too slow. Try it out if you struggle from C to D, and try to let the fingers on the keys and not far away like this, and it might help you. There is a second thing in lazy fingers, and this led me to wish the ground would open and swallow me away, because I was on a gig and I had to play from C sharp to the D sharp or D, I think. And in this live performance I walked over to the audience, play my solo, felt like I'm the most coolest guy on earth, play from C sharp to D or D sharp, and it squeaks. It squeaks loud. And the audience were mind blown, but not in the way I want to. Congratulations, it was the worst day of my week. But after this gig, I tried to figure out what happened. And I finally got it. This was a gig I played with my tenor. And on the way to the D, there is this little key. And I held my finger a bit creepy. And I turned down slightly this little key. And opened a little bit. And if it's opened too much, there is no sound. But this little tiny thicky bit let my saxophone squeak. So be careful with your hand positions and learn from my mistakes. I know there are a million of other things that can make a saxophone squeak. If you know some tips, please let us know in the comments so that everyone can learn from everyone else, and hopefully we all will be friends. So be gentle and nice. If you want to support me or what I do on this channel, hit the thumbs up, leave a couple of comments, nice comments, and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to support me more, I post a link in the description. If not, it's also fine. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time. I'm Pätty, goodbye.